What's going on, everybody? It's the CG again. I'm back with another video, and I'm gonna talk about, or really make this topic, or the wait a minute. I'm gonna make this title of the video about we're all one paycheck short from being homeless and being unemployed. I was reading a Facebook post one of my friends had posted about wanting to ditch work and go to the mall and hang out with the unemployed people. Now, I don't know what made that person post that comment. They have obviously a right to do so. But if a person is unemployed and that don't have money to spend, why would you go to the mall and spend something that you don't have? That's like me buying, let's say, a $400 TV set. No, I only have $100 in my bank account. Number one, then I'm not gonna walk out the store without the merchant getting the full payment. Two, my bank account is gonna probably overdrawn, and it's gonna keep overdrawing and overdrawing in interest until I paid up that whatever remaining balance of that TV set. And this brings me up, that's why I was inspired to do this video, because people right now thinking that unemployed people have so much free time, which they probably do, and they spend in taxpayers' money, which they probably are, some of them are, when some have been laid off, recently laid off. And and I always thought when you start working, they take a certain percentage out of your paycheck. So how could an unemployed person be spending your tax money when part of their paycheck goes to unemployment? If you folks look at your pay stub, you should really check that out and see how much or percentage or how much in terms of dollar signs is taken out of unemployment. So that argument or that premise seems to be, in my opinion, a bit flawed. When part of your paycheck does go for unemployment, yeah, there are some government taxes that subsidize the current unemployment pool, but some of your paycheck goes for that, as well as FICA and all these other deductions that is taken out of your paycheck. So what you should be taking home as your take-home pay is not really what you take home. It's after all the taxes and all the deductions have been done. And I don't know what made that person make that comment. I guess because right now they have their stuff all together, blah blah, and they have the money and they have the luxury to make that comment. But let's just say if that person, as they say, God forbid, was to go to work the next day and all suddenly now is laid off, I don't think they would be making that comment too often, too soon, and they'll actually experience what it's like to be unemployed and what it is like to struggle and what it's like to not have a job or not having any job leads. There's a lot more people besides those at the mall that are unemployed. There's people that are sitting at home or sitting wherever, just desperate and looking for ways to make money. And they've probably done all that they can do to find work. They even going as far as in person to ask, let's say if they go to a pizza parlor that often and they get pizza from there, asking if they could sweep the floors for them for a couple of dollars. And sometimes they've been told that they're not hiring. So what does that person do to try to make money? So again, folks, we all got to be, this is really right now what's going on in this country is a change. We all need to prepare for it. We all need to accept it. And not only that, adapt to it, because this may be the way of life for some of us. For others that are well off, more power to you. But for some that didn't prepare well, maybe it's your time to kind of get yourself together or kind of re-strategize yourself or think some things over to get yourself out of that situation into something better. And you sometimes have to look at the unemployment in a positive way and say, well, okay, what can I do to better myself to not go through this again? What kind of skills I can pick up in the meantime with the help of unemployment to kind of get me back on track again? So you gotta look at it both ways. You can't just look at unemployed people as being lazy and shiftless and don't want to work. There's actually people that are actually pounding the pavement daily. They even going out of their way to asking the business owner or the merchant, hey, what can I do to help you make money so I can make money? And like some videos, I think this is one channel that I'm subscribed to. His name is Network. I think it's 120 something. I can't think of it right now, but or the 99er unemployment, something like that. I have to put that in the description, and you can check out his channel. He'll tell you what he's gone through, what steps he tried to do to try to make money for himself to get out of his situation. But he's, I don't know, he's fallen back on some hard times, and he's having a hard time finding work. You know, people are suggesting, well, maybe you should move to another state. Yeah, it sounds great and dandy, but if you don't have the money to move, what are you going to do? And nobody's willing to sponsor you, you know, that suggestion is really useless for that person. So let me know what you think of what I said. And I think people really need to think before they actually post stuff or really say what's on their mind, because, you know, that could be you tomorrow. That could be me tomorrow in that same situation as that unemployed person that you skip work for just to go hang out at the mall for. So let me know what you think. Until next time, take care of yourself. Mostly take care of yourself, but help one another if you can. If you can afford to do so, go ahead and do it. All right, peace.